That is better. That's what I say. Anyway, it's October 26th. It's Tuesday, and we are going to go over the stats. I'm going to do a sound check first, so everybody hang on for just 1 second till we send the sound check. Come on, Facebook. Make sure we're, yeah. We are going to go over the stats. It's working. Very good. Well, we are back with 28 to 30 days, 31 days of inventory. No, not too much has changed in the several days that I was gone. We our single family inventory is going down a little bit, 3,203. And I believe about a week ago, we had almost 3,300. So we've lost close to 100 single family homes that are available. We listed 66 yesterday. We closed 84, and we put 92 under contract. We have 26 of those new listings were under 400,000. 400,000 or under. And then we have 792 of the 3,200 are 400 and under. So that, again, things are kind of percentage-wise are hanging in there. We're averaging about 125 sales a day. And for the year, our average is 139. So we're still right in the range of, 5-10%. We've sold 3,116 homes this month so far. That includes condos and townhomes. And for the year, 41,477. And we're way beyond last year. Last year, we're like 10,000 ahead of last year to date. So we are cooking again. And the under $1 million median price is 400,000. When you look at put the $1 million homes in there, jumps it up to 407 for an average of 407,000. We still are selling $4 to $4.5 million homes a day. We've sold 1,300 year to date. And we have 547 available. So that's where we are. Today, I want to go over a few things. The promotion for today was a Barnum and Bailey quote. And Barnum and Bailey says, without promotion, something terrible happens. Nothing. So that's going to sink in, hopefully, that if you don't promote yourself in today's world, the big girl in the room, the iBuyer platforms are going to be out there promoting themselves, which they're doing on TV and they're doing everywhere. So we have to do a better job of making it rain, making relationships, and keeping our industry. That's basically what we're doing. Today, I didn't have a lot of time to create a lot of content, but I do have something to share with you. And the Applied Analysis has already put out their third quarter, their third quarter statistics. And it shows that the population growth by state, Nevada is number 3. And Idaho is number 1, which that has remained the same. And Arizona, number 2, and we're still number 3. So that's good news. Our population is growing. And that means people are moving here to buy homes, get jobs, bringing their talents here. And the migration metrics, if you look at the driver license surrenders, the trending for the last 12 months, it dipped down during the pandemic and then came right back up again. And we are, if you look on the right side of the slide, the electric meter connections are continuing to climb. So again, there's a little dip in there, but not much. Even during the pandemic, we were selling homes, as you know. And then the driver license surrenders. Look at that, 7,132 in July. That was the record for this year, and that's quite a record. And it's funny because if you look way back in September, October, November, in that little quarter there, look how high the surrenders went. So many people moving here during the pandemic. That was amazing. But then we had a robust real estate market, didn't we? let's jump here to the newcomers to Clark County. And this is really, when I talk about promoting yourself, this is where you can promote yourself. So the top 5 states of where people are moving from to come to Clark County are, of course, California. And look, it's almost 44%. I remember when maybe 2-3 years ago, when Kane and I were teaching our social media class, we were looking at 30%. Look how it has jumped up in just a couple years. And it always amazes me that Florida comes in second with 4.4 people moving from Florida to here. It just amazes me because Florida has jobs. They have, a great governor. They're a tourist state. And the only thing I can tell you, it rains a lot there. They do have hurricanes. They do have a lot of weather. And let's see, what else? Bugs. Oh yeah, they have bugs. I don't like bugs. But I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Been to probably every major city in Florida, up and down the east and west coast. It's a beautiful place. But people move there from here. Move here from there. So I think they move here for the warm climate, and probably a lot of retired people they go from New York to Florida, as I recall. And then they probably don't like all the weather and things, so they move out here. And we're a 24/7 town, so there's a lot to do here. And we don't roll up our sidewalks at 9 o'clock, that's for sure. And then here's something interesting. Washington State, 4% are moving here. And in Texas and Arizona, all 4%ers. So those are the top 5 places where people are moving from to here. And I'm surprised, and I know Kane will be surprised too, because Illinois was in there for a long time. And we don't see that for some reason right now. That surprises me. And let's see, where are the retirees moving? Florida, number 1, Arizona, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, Idaho, Oregon, and we are number 9. So the retirees are moving to various places. Now, we used to be up higher toward the top, but for whatever reason, we're not right now. Henderson, however, is number 3, and Paradise Valley they call that separate. So that's number 5, which is really Las Vegas. So the top states were number 9, the top cities, Henderson's number 3, and Paradise Valley, which is really Las Vegas. If you understand how we're broken up into those little, I call them suburbs, but Paradise Valley is number 5. Interesting. Scottsdale, Arizona, and Mesa, Arizona are in the top 2. So that's big. There's 55 states, and we're in the top 10 of the states and the top 5 of the cities, two of our cities. So let's look at the projection. Now, this is really interesting. People say, I had a call from a very sweet gal while I was in California. She says, oh my gosh, should I get out of real estate? Should I stay in real estate? What should I do? Because you hear all these things, the market's going to bust, there's no inventory, all the negativity that goes on. But when you look at the positive side of life, look at our population. It is going to continue to steadily grow. And from today, where we have 2.4 million people, that's amazing. It is going to grow to 3 million people by 2034. And I like the steady growth. I think that's good. We have time to build the right infrastructure and build enough schools and hopefully keep up with the demand for housing. So I like the slow, steady growth there, and it doesn't dip. It just keeps on going, and that's fantastic. Now, here's something. A year ago, we were reporting 130 people moving here every day. Well, guess what? Now there's 139 new residents per day, and that breaks down to 5.8 new residents per hour. I have to tell you, if you're not out there promoting yourself, getting listings, and being on social media, whatever platforms you like, a lot of the younger people like Instagram, whatever works for you, and Facebook, there's lots of ways to advertise on Facebook. And YouTube is becoming quite a popular place to advertise and to tell your story and give valuable information. And, you know, if you want to be successful, and I'm trying to think of who, I was listening to something. I know it was Brian Buffini podcast. And one of his guests said, if you want to be, Kyle Wilson said it, if you want to be successful, bring value to the marketplace. And we've been saying that for months and months and years, because that's what social media is all about. It's about bringing value, and all these people that are moving, and there's so many. We went over all the Tom Ferry 16 points, 16 tips from his 3 coaches. And one of the main things that he says is, you know, do a video and say, if you're thinking of moving to Vegas, here's 10 things you should know, right? If you're going to look into getting those people from California and Florida and Washington, put your message out there. When you target those locations, your message will go to them. And when you say, if you're looking to move to Las Vegas and you're from California, then you can do another short one that says, if you're looking to move from Las Vegas and you're from Washington. So you can go down that list and do 5 little boosts, do them every day. Do $1 a day, do $5 a day. That's only $150 a month. And you're consistently getting tips out there. And you can repeat your tips. It's like we always tell you, not everybody's on their phone all the time. And a lot of times, you know, they're thumbing through, and maybe today, whatever you're saying doesn't interest them because they've got something else going on in their life. But tomorrow, somebody, one of their friends says, hey, I'm moving to Vegas, and all of a sudden you resonate with them. So don't be afraid. You're not going to overboost. You're not going to, you know, and then if they've seen it before, they're just going to go thumb past it. So there's nothing wrong with you all doing that on a consistent, regular basis. So again, without promotion, something terrible happens. Nothing. And that's Barnum and Bailey. That's, to me, one of the, he had a lot of quotes, but that's my favorite one. And we live, you have to know, look at this, 139 new residents a day. We live in the land of abundance. So don't live in scarcity. Don't keep yourself a secret agent. Get out there and promote yourself. And the other thing I want to just leave today, before I tell you the schedule for the class, is if you think about it, you know, Brian Buffini and Tom Ferry and his coaches, they all say the same thing. Don't be hunters, be farmers. Farming has a compounding effect. And so when you farm, it compounds, and it takes time. You know, if you're going to have a vineyard, it's going to take more than 3 months, right? Well, I compare that to your farming is going to take at least, you know, 8 months to a year to really take hold. And it's a process, and you have to do it consistently, timely, and always send good information, and always look on the sunny side of the street. There's always positive things around us, and always look for those. They're everywhere. I love Teresa Estrada. She always does that. Claudia does that. Annetta does that. The Zucker team does that. So many people. Jones does it. Aldo does it. All the people that I see in our building, Aaron Taylor, everybody, they're always upbeat and positive because, you know, they're doing things that they know. They're sowing the seeds. They're farming. And it's the land of the harvest. I mean, Las Vegas couldn't be a better place to sow these seeds. So just remember the law of the harvest and keep farming. So what are we doing today in class, or this week in class? Yesterday we had a class, and now I'm going to put the calendar up here. Let me put myself down here. Yesterday we did what we do yesterday. Agency, do you work for your client? That's a great class. And then on Thursday we have ethics, show me the money. And this is about your commissions and procuring cause. It's really an interesting class. And I always am amazed at the message that Jimmy gives about procuring cause. A lot of people just think if you show the house, you get paid. Not necessarily. So there's a lot of things that go into procuring cause, and it's not just who showed the house. So there's a lot of interesting things you take away from this class that you can apply instantly to your business. And Jimmy's always relevant. He always tells us relevant stories. He's always giving us good statistics that we can, that for takeaways. And I think he's inspiring. I think I see the agents that take the class, and I think they're inspired and motivated, because Jimmy's one of these people. He's always looking on the sunny side of the street. So I hope to see you all in class on Thursday. We also have a Buffini class on Thursday from, let's see, Thursday it'll be from 1 to 3, I think. And I will notify all the people that are in the class. I think we have about 12, which is wonderful. The 100 Days to Greatness. And that will be Thursday. And then next Wednesday, everybody, we have the Attorney General's Online 1. And that is law. And we all need the law credits, because there's not a lot of law classes out there. And Jimmy just wrote this one. I helped a little bit, but he gets all the credit. He did most of the heavy lifting. And it's a really, really one of my favorite classes. And Jimmy just gets better and better. And he and I are creating a risk reduction class too, and a property management class. So we're going to be working on those this quarter, and hopefully have them ready for January. And hopefully the division will, now that they're back on a regular schedule, we'll be able to turn our approval around faster. So you all have a wonderful day. It's so good to be back. John is doing fantastic. The operation was incredible. He actually watched it, which just, I would have fainted if I saw somebody like move my leg aside. I don't know how he did it, but he's very strong. I'm so happy, and that the love of my life is doing so well. So you all have a great day, and I will see you Thursday. I love you all. Bye-bye.